Alrighty, everybody. So this is today's him and her read. Now, let me get this clear. I already started it, and I had a little glitch in the matrix, so I just left the cards down. So the focus for the him and her today, again, is the uncharted seas. Okay, this is probably two individuals. They may not be together. They may be together, but there's areas that are not being explored, or they're not able to explore the way. They may meet each other on a journey exploring life and journeys in a different way. But we're talking about this uncharted sea right here. And so we got this Sagittarius energy, right? With this 10 of Wands. So that's December 13th to the 21st. And then we have this 8 of Swords energy that comes down. This is Gemini, May 21st to May 31st energy. And right now we have this cup of love coming towards this feminine energy. Right here, this is 10 of Pentacles right here. So let's see. Okay, so this is somebody who is coming through with health, wealth, stability, generational wealth, discussions of generational wealth, but still may be trapped in a particular situation where this masculine Sagittarius is coming down. He may be a little bit overwhelmed right now. And he may also be talking about something else, but we're getting ready to look and see what else is going on with this situation here. So we got this Queen of Coins that comes down right here. In his past position, this is earth, water energy, right? This particular energy, you know, when you're dealing with it, this is somebody that's supposed to be stable, responsible, have all the things they got going on. But this masculine that comes down in Sagittarius is coming down in the energy of kind of being overwhelmed, a lot of responsibilities, especially when it comes to dealing with his emotions, right? With this feminine here, with this trapped energy. Now, usually when you're looking at the general 8 of Swords, it's a female that's in the middle of the swords, blindfolded, arms tied down, but the sword still gives the opportunity for openings to walk out of these trapped situations, okay? And, you know, this is a feminine that is on a particular different type of journey here. She wants to build generational wealth, health, and stability with the individual who she's with. Whatever masculine is going to offer her this cup of love, they have to be on this type of time with her. Okay? So, and this is her energy even when she's feeling trapped. Okay? And this doesn't necessarily only have to be a Sagittarius or a Gemini. This could be somebody who's just functioning in a Sagittarius, Gemini energy, depending on, you know, what your chart is also. So, you know, don't feel isolated to it that way. So let's see what else is going on. The Hierophant comes down. Yeah, so, you know, this is somebody who, you know, seeks guidance or should seek guidance or tends to seek guidance and find strength and power dealing with the elders, dealing in their spirituality, their belief systems, going for guidance to the older individuals. The Fox is here, right? So, excuse me. And this is like in the past. The thing that's interesting is this Hierophant, excuse me, I hate when that happens. This Hierophant is facing in the opposite direction, so this is probably something that the feminine is going to end up revisiting at some point. So let's see what else is going down over here. 6 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Foundation here. Nostalgia, memories, thoughts, people from the past, people that you've known for a long time, people that you have history with and connections with. This maybe was overwhelming, this particular Sagittarius, or you know, there may be some past things with this particular masculine, with a past feminine principle here that comes up. Still, there's this cup that's coming out here. Now, when it comes to this feminine, a lot of things that's causing this kind of trapped energy, you know, needing to remove themselves from a particular situation is dealing with family. Again, you got this 10 here, and so we got this 10, that's 20, bring you to 2. There needs to be a balancing out between this generational physical concept and this emotional family kind of tie, right? And this, you know, comes through spirituality in some cases. It comes from just getting advice. You also got to understand that this is also Taurus energy, right? But there's that past support, that elder that's important. This trapped here. Whoever this masculine is, he has to understand that whatever was going on back here with this queen of coins here, this being overwhelmed or even being a little bit irresponsible in the past, just from being a little bit younger, this cup that's being offered or that may be offered is going to require a particular type of journey where this masculine is going to have to explore different aspects of himself on a deeper and a more emotional level. That's first off. And when he get over there, he has to understand that regardless, the way the family situation for this feminine is, even though she's in a trapped situation and still may have to revisit dealing with elders and people with a little bit more authority and understanding, is that this is who she is. This is what she's going to offer. And it's not because there's no love or no emotions involved. She comes from that type of foundation regardless of what anybody else may feel. This is the type of foundation she will come from. And sometimes she gets a little bit stuck and trapped because she kind of, in a way, in her own way, ends up blindly putting this first, right? Even when it's not really producing or conducive for her at the time. Now, the thing that's really interesting here is that, when you bring water and earth together, you are able to come into this wealth, health, stability, different lifestyle, different mindset, different that kind of thing. In order for them to get this to work, they both have to travel the uncharted seas. It's just that simple. They have to travel the uncharted seas, and they're going to have to experience some things the way they don't. And let me see something. So you talk about like the Virgo, Mercury energy. And this one over here is going to have to discuss, his house of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, his water aspects, most likely, right? But at the end of the day, the uncharted seas was necessary, and in order for them to come together, I don't think this is a individual, a masculine and feminine that's together right now. They're going through some of their own individual things, okay? And those individual things is either going to keep them in this energy right here, or they're going to snap right out of it, right? And this one is going to get into this Ace of Cups energy, and this one over here, this feminine, is going to get back into her generational wealth, health, stability, and building, and still have this foundation of love and family. It just is displayed a little bit different, right? That's it. But when you bring the cups together and you bring the earth together and you do it in balance, then you will always end up, with this 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. Lots of growth. Let's see. Right? And even this is in a 10. So, yeah. Wait, is it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, I'm having to slow mo my damn self. And then we have this Knight. This Knight of Wands that's coming down. And so this is, reckless. Sometimes this is messages that's not clearly coming through. There may be a little bit of some blocks involved with the message. And the block is this. They have some experience and some additional experiencing to do before they can actually end up in this circle. And this is why the communication is not coming through the way it's clear right now. So no, they're not together right now. If this is a potential, then they haven't met. If this is, somebody, a masculine thinking about somebody from the past, they haven't communicated and they are not communicating. The messages are not coming through about actions and things like that. Excuse me, and this is, who is this? The Sword, excuse me. Yeah, there's, again, no communication right now. Okay, they have things that they have to explore and get through before the communication can even come through. Alrighty, so I'll see you on the next one. Smooches and deuces. Be good to this masculine and feminine. Yeah, relieve yourself of being overwhelmed. Forgive yourself if you was irresponsible at a particular point in life with a particular past energy. Don't let that stop you from enjoying and offering the cover love when you get through the journey to where you need, and make sure that you're not coming to this person with this cup, this offer of love based off of what they can produce or what they have or what they are potentially going to have in the physical realm. It's not going to work. This feminine will isolate and close herself off from you for it. So understand that it's going to definitely take a journey, and across the journey, it comes across the waters. And when you come across the waters, all of those turbulences and experiences that come across on the waters kind of change the view of how things should be. Anyway, when need be, this knight right here of swords will turn right back up, and then she'll be open to communicate when they get to that point. Anyway, smooches, deuces, be good, see ya.